Hello. So I want to talk about the atmosphere of this world. Have you noticed that when you're not engulfed into the scriptures, when you're not watching any YouTube Christian related scriptures about end time prophecies, things that are taking place, the world catastrophes, things of that nature, and when you just go outside and drive to the store or just drive wherever you need to go to take care of business, have you noticed that everything just seems normal outside? It's like anybody who doesn't study the Bible, who don't know what's to come, they think we are living in a state of peace. Because when I went out the other day, this weekend, I'm riding around, I'm like, don't nobody even, it doesn't even seem like the things that are happening in the Bible is really happening. So it makes you raise a question to why people probably look at Christians or those who says the end is coming, the end is coming, and they're looking like, yeah, okay, it's, and they're like, it's sunny outside, it's a normal summer day, fall day, and there's not too much crime where I'm living at. So I don't, okay, whatever. They've been saying this for over 2,000 years. Jesus been coming back from blah, 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 this, and yeah, 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 that, and okay, okay. Those are the naysayers, right? But have you noticed that it does seem like it's peaceful outside? It does give the illusion and the delusion that there's nothing going on in the spiritual world. But then when you come back home and you get yourself back into that Bible or back into those videos or trying to make your own videos, all of that comes back to you and you're like, dang, it's so much going on. It's like, but it doesn't appear to be so outside, not unless you're watching the news from afar and you're seeing like volcanoes, eruptions, earthquakes, meteors and things of that nature, and you're like, and floods, and you're like, and believe this, many people who don't believe, they're not paying attention to what's going on in the world. They're not looking at Pope, they're not looking at the Vatican, the one world religion headquarters. They're not looking at the United Nations in November on the peace and security seminar they're going to have about expanding world war government. They're not paying attention to any of those things, along with the birth pains that are starting to happen. That's been happening, but the intensity is so severe now, they don't even realize that. So when we come to them and say, hey, fall on your knees and love Christ and know that he died for us and he's here to give us grace because he saved us through through sin, through his blood that he shed on Calvary, they're like, okay, everybody said a Jesus walked here. Everybody said a Jesus did this and a Jesus did that. But there's no evidence to me to know that he was here. What other way can we do to convince them? Because when all the stuff hits the face,